102 years ago, April 24th, 1915, the Armenian Genocide began. Nearly 1.5 million people, Armenians and others, perished at the hands of the Ottoman Empire. At Fresno State, in a special ceremony, hundreds gather to honor their memory. Support for Armenia came in the form of flags, t-shirts, hats and scarves. The event featured a scout flag ceremony and religious service led by the clergy. Fresno State President Joseph Castro talked about the importance of hosting such an event.
Well, I think it's important to recognize the genocide. We have so many families touched here in the Central Valley, and I think this monument respects those lives that were lost.
Earlier in the day, President Donald Trump issued a proclamation, but did not use the term genocide. That is still an issue with the community, says Barlow Demirgordichian, the Fresno State Coordinator of Armenian Studies and MC of the event.
Well, I think there's always disappointment that the word genocide is not used. The last few presidents have done pretty much the same thing, which is use words like Medzirern, the great crime, but they haven't used the word genocide. So I would say Armenians would expect more, the community would expect more from the president.
The crowd gathered in the hundreds and heard the power of remembrance and resiliency.
We Armenians are a resilient people with an amazing history. The first Christian nation, and then the genocide, the first genocide of the 20th century. And at least in part, that genocide happened because of the Armenian people's identification with Christ.
Fresno State pledges to keep the remembrance alive with this monument. It is a symbol of hope, education, memory, and inspiration.
And never, never, ever forget the men and women and the children who perished in this terrible genocide, whose dreams were never fulfilled so many years ago. And never relent on your efforts to demand the United States Congress to officially condemn the genocide.
Menkchek Mornar, we will never forget. David Taub, GV Wire.